So how do two of some of the most popular online meal kit delivery services compare head to head? Well, you clicked on the right video. Let's get into it. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm a CNET.com, and in today's video we're going to be comparing Blue Apron to Home Chef. These are two of the most popular online meal kit delivery services, and there is a lot to like about both. We're gonna be talking about how they're similar, how they're different, and who might wanna get Blue Apron and who might wanna get Home Chef. If you find this video at all helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you look in the description. We should have some more information about these meal kits, including their pretty generous introductory offers. Pretty much every meal kit delivery service offers a pretty steep discount for your first box, and you should find them down there. Let's just get into this comparison now, starting off with some of their similarities. And the first and most important similarity that I found is that both of these meal kits offer some super delicious recipes. Obviously, taste is a subjective thing, and I only got to spend a week with Blue Apron and a week with Home Chef, and the menu changes every single week. So I'm kind of at the mercy of the ones that I got sent, but I was extremely happy with the meals I got from both services. I am still dreaming about that pork schnitzel I had from Blue Apron, and the garlic crispy chicken that I had with Home Chef was also delicious. I can't really decide just based on taste which one of these services was my favorite. I think Blue Apron might have had the standout dish, but if I'm taking all the dishes as a whole, then maybe Home Chef wins by a little bit. It's almost impossible to decide. So I don't think taste is gonna be one of the things that differentiates these two meal kit services. Another big similarity we should talk about is the packaging. Both Home Chef and Blue Apron are kind of middle of the road. Now, I'm not gonna say that I think these are bad for the environment by any means, and I think they do a solid job overall. There's just some others that do it significantly better. Pretty much every meal kit delivery service makes a big effort to be as sustainable as possible. The insulation is easy to recycle, and the ice packs are easy to recycle. The ice packs from Blue Apron you can actually use in your garden, which is pretty cool. You can't do that with Home Chef, so maybe a bit of an edge there. And then the user friendliness of the packaging for both is spot on. They both come in nice plastic bags that are labeled with each ingredient for the recipes neatly packed in these bags. Home Chef might get a tiny edge here because you can actually fairly easily reuse the plastic bags that the ingredients come in, while it's not as easy to do with Blue Apron. So pretty much a wash here. And then the last big similarity that I want to cover is the variety of recipes that you're able to order. Blue Apron is gonna have more available options per week than Home Chef does, but they both cater to similar dietary restrictions. Both feature vegetarian options, both feature more quick and easy recipes, both feature calorie-conscious recipes and carb-conscious recipes. Home Chef and Blue Apron will call these categories different things, but they mean pretty much the same thing. And that's pretty much gonna cover these two meal kit delivery services' big similarities. Let's start getting into their differences now. And there aren't that many to really highlight, but the first one I wanna talk about is the instruction cards. Now, I want to preface this by saying I have no issues with the Blue Apron instruction cards. I think they're fantastic. I just think Home Chef does it a little bit better because of a few extras they add in. Home Chef has a skill rating on each recipe going from easy, intermediate to expert. And I think this is a super nice feature to have. One of the things that I love about meal kit services is that I can learn some new cooking techniques while I'm preparing these recipes. And maybe you're not that comfortable in the kitchen. Me personally, I feel pretty comfortable with most recipes, but if you're not, you can really focus on those easy recipes from Home Chef and then maybe sprinkle in some intermediate ones as you get more comfortable, and then maybe work your way up to expert level. With Blue Apron, I do think no matter which one you get, you're gonna be able to prepare it. It just might not be feasible to prepare within their estimated time frame if you're not comfortable in the kitchen. For example, that pork schnitzel recipe that I always talk about talking about Blue Apron was pretty complex, and if you weren't that comfortable in the kitchen, I would wager you'd be able to prepare it. It just might take a little longer than they think it should. One other thing I really appreciated about Home Chef's recipe cards was their freshness window. They give you an amount of days that you should cook the recipe in for maximum freshness. Certain ingredients just tend to go bad quicker, like leafy greens, spinach, some asparagus, than others. So it gives you a nice way to plan out which recipes you're gonna wanna cook first to make sure nothing goes bad. So when it comes to the instruction cards, I think this is a very minor difference, but Home Chef just seems to do it better than pretty much every meal kit that I've tested so far. I don't think you'll have any issues whatsoever at Blue Apron, but Home Chef, a little bit better. One other minor thing I wanna talk about between these two meal kit delivery services is the quality of ingredients. Now, me personally, I don't put a ton of stock in my produce and meats being organic. I think organic at this point has kind of become just a marketing technique. But if you personally really care about having your food be all organic, USDA certified organic, then you're gonna have a better time with Blue Apron. Just to the naked eye, I didn't really tell a difference between the quality of the ingredients between these two, but Blue Apron is much more transparent about where they get their ingredients, and everything is organic. And the organic nature of all the ingredients from Blue Apron might explain the price gap between these two services. Now, Blue Apron is gonna be one of the more expensive ones, at least the ones I've tested so far. You're gonna be paying $12 per serving. And when I say per serving, that is not per meal, because each meal comes with at least 2 servings. It can get kind of confusing. These brands want to advertise their lowest available price, so they use per serving rather than per meal. Home Chef, on the other hand, is gonna be about $9 per serving. So a pretty significant price gap there, about $6 a meal. So you're obviously gonna be saving a decent amount of money going with Home Chef instead of Blue Apron. If you do put a lot of stock in having organic ingredients, then that price gap might be worth it to you, but that price gap doesn't necessarily matter when it comes to taste. I think they both tasted fantastic. So that leaves us with the ultimate question of who should think about getting Blue Apron and who should think about getting Home Chef. I would say Blue Apron would be more for the type of person who really cares about organic ingredients and is just more chefy, for lack of a better term. Their recipes overall seem to be more chef-inspired than ones from Home Chef. Being chef-inspired doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna taste better to the average person, but if you're really interested in that and you're really interested in learning new cooking techniques, then Blue Apron might get a slight edge. But I would say look into getting Home Chef if you are just looking to save a bit of money. Obviously, Home Chef's gonna be more affordable than Blue Apron for a very similar quality of recipe. Obviously, the ingredients might have varying quality depending on how much stock you put in organic stuff, but me personally, I think Home Chef is fantastic. But let us know what you think. Which of these two meal kit delivery services would you try first? Write us down below in the comments. We'd love to get your thoughts. And again, there should be lots of stuff in the description, including the introductory offers for both services if you want to try them out. Again, pretty much every meal kit delivery service offers a very generous intro offer for your first box, so you might want to check that out. If you found this video at all helpful or interesting, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to test out all these meal kits. We're going to have some more comparisons and even some best lists later on, so be sure you subscribe to not miss that. But for CNET Home, this is Owen. I'll see you in the next one.